Good evening and welcome to Boston Prep's biggest celebration of the year, the Toast 2021. My name is Jaritza and I'm currently a senior at Boston Prep.
And my name is Johnny Anna, and I'm currently a junior at Boston Prep. And I also have the pleasure of being able to serve as one of two student members on the Board of Trustees.
It is our distinct honor to be your MCs this evening. On behalf of all of us at Boston Prep, we are so glad that you're here with us tonight to celebrate. And we also want to know who all those lovely faces in those Zoom boxes are. So please, in the comment chat box, let us know what your connection to Boston Prep is and what brought you here tonight.
I don't have to tell any of you that this year has been challenging and completely unlike any other year, especially when it comes to school. But we're here tonight despite all these challenges. There's still so much more worth celebrating, and to kick off our celebration, we'd like to introduce one of the chairs of tonight's event, Miss Amelia Cheers.
Good evening. My name is Amelia Cheers, and I have been a proud member of the Phoenix family. I started my journey with Boston Prep over a decade ago. Over 10 years ago, I enrolled my son to Boston Prep. My son, Michael, is now a faculty member at Boston Prep. I am a member on the board. Also, I am one of the co-chairs of tonight's event. As a parent, first and foremost, I want to thank you all for choosing to be a part of the Boston Prep family, for believing in the potential of every child and working to ensure that all children have access to an excellent public education. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I would like to extend our deep gratitude to the many people who made tonight possible. First, to my fellow trustees, to the Preparatory Foundation directors, and to the Toast Committee. Thank you all for your hard work and partnership and planning for tonight's event. To all of tonight's sponsors, we are eternally grateful to each and every one of you for your generous support. We would like to offer a special thanks to our presenting sponsors, Kirkland and Ellis, MFS Investment and Management, and to our contributor sponsors, Citizens Bank, Cove Hill Partners, KPMG, Lathan and Watkins, PwC, and Rope and Gray. And now it's time to grab your glass as we kick off the night by raising a toast to the Boston Prep community. Please join us in welcoming some very special friends of Boston Prep to offer a toast.
To the students, alumni, families, and faculty at Boston Prep, you are dreamers, inspirers, implementers, overcomers.
Your resilience and strength are a true inspiration.
I'm so proud of the ways in which you have continued to work to make your dreams a reality.
Every single day you step into your power to lead.
In your efforts to ensure that you're engaging in your learning, engaging with your communities, and pushing on has been truly inspiring to me and to so many others.
I am so proud of the ways in which you work hard to make your dreams a reality. Your strength and your resilience truly inspire me.
I am proud of the strength and resiliency you have shown throughout the COVID-19 pandemic and thankful for your service to our community.
I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate you on all the incredible work you are doing. It is not easy in the midst of COVID-19. I'm very proud of you.
I just wanted to say how deeply impressed and inspired I am by your collective resilience and determination. In the midst of unprecedented hurt, you have demonstrated unprecedented community and unprecedented love for community.
I commend the strength you have shown over the past year, working to learn and educate despite the obstacles you have faced. You embody excellence and you make Massachusetts proud.
Here's to the Boston Prep community.
And the ways in which you show all of us
each and every day
what it means
to rise.
Please join me in offering a toast to the Phoenix family and in the ways in which we rise. And honestly, that video was truly amazing. It means a lot to have people I look up to so much recognizing our community for how hard we've worked over this past year.
Absolutely. Thank you to all of the community leaders who took time to share your voice with our community. I know some of you are even here with us tonight, so a special shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here.
Tonight, we're celebrating the ways in which we rise, how at Boston Prep we work together as a community, how we support each other to overcome these challenges.
Exactly. We're celebrating how our shared strength and resilience is allowing us all to make our dreams a reality.
And it does, as they say, take a village. During these times, let's be real. It's hard to keep up with everything that's going on. So to help each other out, personally, my classmates and I remind each other about deadlines and assignments to make sure we all have in order to stay on track.
Yes, it was the same for me when I was applying to colleges this year. All the seniors, we'd remind each other of deadlines, and Miss Dewey and Mr. Canto, our college counselors, were always there for whatever we needed. They made applying to colleges in this crazy year possible. They even came into the school a couple nights a week and even on weekends, even with everything shut down, so we could work with them in person, safely, of course.
The teachers have all been awesome. I'm not gonna lie, online learning is definitely hard, but our teachers have always been there to help us when we needed it most.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Not only have they been there to help us with assignments and tech issues and all that, but they really cared for us, taking time to check in on how we're doing and making sure that we're just staying overall connected and happy.
And that's what being a Phoenix family is all about. We're there for each other no matter what, and we make sure that we all rise.
We're also incredibly lucky to have one of our alumni with us tonight to share his personal story and what it means to him to rise.
So let's light up the chat box with some encouragement. Please join us in welcoming Jawan Anderson, a 2017 graduate of Boston Prep and a current student at Rhode Island College.
Good evening. My name is Jawan Anderson, and I'm a senior at Rhode Island College. Tonight, I am honored and thankful to be here, sharing with you all a little of who I am and why I'm here today. Actually, I really wish I was here with you all in person. 7 years ago, as a high school freshman, I would not have imagined myself being here, since I wasn't what you would describe as the model student. But here I am, months away from becoming a first-generation college graduate, and here speaking at the toast. My mother first introduced me to Boston Prep when she noticed the students were in ties in Cleary Square. The professional look that the Boston Prep uniform offered, along with not having to pay for school clothes, was very convincing to her. Although I was not a fan of the uniform, I learned the life skill of tying a tie by my former teacher, Mr. Berkeley. My mother's intentions were to send her child to college, an opportunity she had to pass up in order to give birth to me and raise me. I joined Boston Prep in the 9th grade, transferring from a district public school. I had to adjust to the longer school days, heavier workload, uniform, and overall higher expectations. It was a lot to adjust to, and I worried that my teachers and peers would judge me because I fell short of meeting the 85 or above GPA. They never did, but that fear was in the back of my head for a while, and my way of dealing with it was by blaming others for my shortcomings rather than taking full responsibility for my actions. For example, I struggled in Latin 4 and wasn't getting good grades. I wasn't taking the time needed to commit to the translations in Ms. Stevenson's class and was sometimes blaming others about it. When I applied myself more and accepted that I needed to, I did better in her class. It was not until the college process during my junior and senior year that I started to engage in the hard conversations with those around me regarding SAT scores, acceptance and denial letters from universities, and lastly, choosing the college where I'll spend the next 4 years of my life. Those hard conversations with people like Mr. Canto and my mentor helped show me that my decisions had ramifications. Those conversations opened up my eyes and made me realize I couldn't get a do-over in high school, which kept me focused on the future and what I could control with my actions. Those hard conversations began to craft the man I was going to be in the future. Going away from home, navigating relationships with friends, and reflecting on my high school experiences allowed me to continue to grow and mature. Going to college allowed me to create my own identity and personal narrative, not giving others the power to cap my success or potential. While in college, I got involved with a multicultural organization named Harambe. As president of that organization, I had the privilege of inviting Dr. Cornell West and Yusuf Salam for Black History Month as keynote speakers. This experience helped me further realize my own power, not just to choose the direction of my own life, but to influence others around me and make an impact on the community around me. Yes, I had some of my fondest memories and experiences as an undergrad, but I had my days. Some of my hardest days were those when I was distracted in class as I was trying to figure out how to pay for the next semester. I knew I couldn't give up on myself because this degree wasn't just for me. It was for the Anderson family, those who came before and the many to come after me. I did not want to make it this far just to fall short of my goal, but at times it was hard to see how I can make it all work. At my lowest moments, I considered dropping out since it seemed like things weren't working in my favor. It appeared to be the easiest option. But as they always are, the faculty at Boston Prep was there by my side to have those tough conversations that I needed. My alumni counselor was a constant source of affirmation and encouraged me to apply to the Persistence Fund for financial support. I'll be forever grateful for the support that Boston Prep gave me along my journey to persist in college. High school and college taught me it does not matter where you start or how you compare to others, but rather staying true to oneself. And what I've learned about myself is that I have tremendous power. Yes, I have the power to chart my own path, to create the life I want to live, but it's not just about me. I also have the power to reach out a hand and lift others with me. Studying criminal justice and sociology have been impactful for me as I prepare to help others in the future. To the Boston Prep students in the crowd who may be experiencing some self-doubt, never give up. Keep believing. You are more than good enough. Always remember that you define your level of success. Work hard, but be patient, because it takes years to become an overnight success. To those older than me, continue sharing the knowledge for those who follow. Those hard conversations, as hard as they may be, matter. To everyone here tonight, remember that we need each other. Without the help of my family, friends, mentors, and educators, none of this would be possible. Treat others with respect, love, and dignity. Have faith in something good. Try to put a smile on someone's face every day, and the universe will return the favor. If we can all do this, then I have no doubt that together, we will rise. Thank you.
That was truly an amazing story. Everyone, please join me in thanking Jawan for sharing his journey with us tonight. Jawan, you are truly a model of what it means to be a Phoenix.
But now, next up, we have a very special performance. You do not want to miss this. This is not the time to run to the restroom or refill your snack bowl. So settle in and enjoy this special performance from one of our very own Boston Prep students.
In the beginning of March, possibly the 6th, Boston Prep closed in order to wipe it down and give it a good fix. She would stare at her window, watching the cars pass by. She couldn't see her family and friends because they had to stay inside. As she stared at her window from the safety of inside, something stood on the grass, something tall, something wide. It held her gaze till she turned tail to hide, and its name was COVID, with a dash and a 19. As quick as a flash, and as quiet as a mouse, the intruder named COVID had made its way in her house. Days later, lying in bed, heart filled with fear. I can't breathe, she spoke out, hoping someone, anyone would hear. I can't breathe. From Dr. King to Mrs. Parks, their words are a melody, a work of art. From a powerful speech to a silent knife, these are the actions that keep me awake at night. I can't breathe. The same words a man used when his neck was under the knee of his killer, who was today walking free. I can't breathe. Drowning, waves of anxiety swarming me. Countless days and nights of worrying. Will the sun shine tomorrow? Will I make it through this fight? I can't breathe. Gasp for air part my lips as Moses once did the sea. Rivers of colors in the streets fighting for the rights of you and me. I can't breathe. My internet's acting like a mess and I'm not properly dressed. But now I gotta log on to the Zoom call and act like I know what's on this test. I can't breathe. We have been put through the struggle of having to watch each other through the screens. The same screens that just make us want to scream. I can't breathe. Over 2 million souls lost last year, strangled by COVID-19. I can't breathe. Eric Garner, George Floyd, Elijah McClain, Breonna Taylor. Let's say their names. I can't breathe. Today I wondered to myself, I wondered, how long can I go without having to breathe? Breathing the toxic fumes of hatred crimes, breathing the scent of the dead people walking around, breathing the same air as those who ridicule me for what they see. I can't breathe. When I look within, when I look around, the fresh air of hope fills my lungs with a sweet sound. Our breath will not be extinguished. Our breath is not the world's to take. From the comfort of our homes to those on the front lines, we are raising the bar. Our pens will keep moving. Our feet will keep marching. Our voices shall be heard. Our learning will persist and our knowledge shall prevail. We will scribe and perform our way into new chapters of new stories filled with happily ever afters. Like a rose growing from the concrete, like hands lifted in praise. Like the sun at the dawn of each day, so too we rise. Because like the phoenix of ancient myths ever reborn after it dies, so too we rise.
Okay, wow, I just want to invite everyone here to breathe with me right now because I think we could all use a breath after that. Like, literally, I'm shocked. And Yuritsa, I'm not sure if everyone else noticed, but you're one of the 3 student authors who worked together to write that amazing piece.
Yes, that's right.
I'm literally so impressed by what my peers have created, honestly.
Thank you so much. And I have to share a shout out to Bashana and Tarson. It was really fun to work together during the creative process. And what we were able to create together was way better than anything we could have done alone. And it's just another prime example of how anything we do together, we rise.
Well, you certainly left us all with a lot to think about. I don't think any of us will forget about this piece anytime soon, because I surely won't. And now I have the honor of introducing the person who has to follow the powerful piece, our fearless leader, Boston Prep's Executive Director, Ms. Sharon Lazinki.
Good evening, everybody. Johnny-Anna, you are right. It is hard to follow such a powerful piece. And I'm reminding to talk to folks next year to say, please don't put me after the brilliant students. I want to start by just thanking everybody for being here with us tonight, wherever that may be, from across the country and across the water. In thinking about tonight's remarks, there were so many things that I could say about what it means to rise. I could tell you about our teachers, whose creativity, whose can't stop, won't stop attitude allowed them to pivot from a school in person on March 13th, 2020 to only 1 week later, putting up a fully remote synchronous school for our students. And they have not stopped pivoting, learning, growing, seeking since. I could tell you about our students whose resilience, commitment, and fierce determination has guided us all for the past year. I could tell you about our alumni who were uprooted from their campuses a year ago, who have returned home and who have studied from their bedrooms, from our classrooms, from anywhere and everywhere they could to not have their degree interrupted. I could tell you about our parents, caregivers, who are partners with us, meeting every 2 weeks to dialogue about how should we reopen school. I could tell you about the amazing tech team, the operations team, the school nurses who every single day have been in this building since last spring, making it safe, healthy, and accessible for learning. And I could tell you about the community supports that we have tried, whether it's been 1,000 meals a day, whether it's been furniture home, whether it's been tech assistance at home or the Phoenix Family Fund. We have tried in every way that we could. And all of these things that we've done are because we have been faced with the reality of the now. And the now has been incredibly messy and new and unprecedented. And as we like to say, there's no handbook for how to do what we've been doing collectively together. And our community is a unique one. 50% of our families have wanted remote instruction and 50% of our families have wanted in-person instruction. And that has meant that the messiness of now has been doing both exceptionally well. We started with students back on our campus in small numbers in November, and we have been growing that ever since with our teachers as pilots and pioneers, both at home and here in person. I am so proud to say that every middle school student and family that wants to learn in person, if that's what they choose, is learning on campus in person. On Tuesday, the same will be true for all of our 9th graders, and over the course of the next 2 weeks, every Boston Prep family that wants to learn in person will. And if not, we learn remotely too. This messy work would have been enough. But in a moment like this of challenge, we have said we cannot just focus on the here and now and what's in front of us. Yes, we must, but we also must look to the future. Because in this moment that many of us could never have believed would have happened, we have challenged ourselves. In the challenge, we have tried to see opportunity. In the problems, we have tried to see innovation. And in this unprecedented moment, we have found hope and joy. And these are the things that have centered our actions as we have looked simultaneously towards the future. Just last week, our student government, the Phoenix Senate, sponsored an event called Black is Power. And in their panel, we heard from many brilliant people. One comment by Congresswoman Presley stood out for me. She said, "I'm not interested in building back if what we are building back is in fact not working for people." And so in this moment, we are faced with an opportunity, with a challenge that leads us to innovation, to see, as the girl said in their poem, a rose growing through the concrete, a tree growing up through the cement. This is our moment to collectively reimagine school, collectively do the work to build something different, to build forward. And as a community, while we've been doing this messiness of the now, we have together articulated a vision for our graduates where they are independent thinkers, creative problem solvers, tenacious learners, and conscious contributors. Our community has centered in this vision anti-racism in an active manner. We are working together to build a new version of school, to take advantage of this unprecedented moment in this unprecedented pain and not waste it, and co-create a new chapter. A chapter that is worthy of our students' brilliance, worthy of their families' faith in us, of our teachers' passion and creativity, and of your support in our work. And so tonight, as we rise together to a new future, to an improved version, to a building of something we can't yet even imagine individually, your support and partnership means so very much. So tonight, I say onward, together. Together, we rise to this new chapter, to this new phase where we look and learn from the past, but seek the innovation, the opportunity of what lies in front of us. Thank you so much for being part of that ongoing journey with us. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce two amazing people. Please welcome Bobby Looney, a middle school math teacher here at Boston Prep, and Jovi Riepert, an alumni trustee.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming out. As Sharon mentioned, we are both members of the Boston Prep Board of Trustees. My name is Bobby Looney. I'm a math teacher, and I spend my days introducing X and other algebraic concepts to some squirrely sometimes, but completely awesome sixth graders.
Awesome. And I'm Jovi. In addition to being a board member, I'm a proud Boston Prep alum, and currently I'm pursuing my MBA at MIT Sloan. So this is the part tonight where we say, we need your help.
Our goal tonight is to raise over $400,000.
We've already raised over $280,000, and we're confident that all of you together can help us reach our goal here tonight.
Yeah, we are confident. As you all seen firsthand tonight, our students are brilliant. My colleagues, the teachers at Boston Prep are fierce, and our alumni are amazing. I mean, look at Jovi and Jawan, who gave his amazing speech. They're incredible.
So please join us tonight. Make a gift to Boston Prep to help support everything that it takes to offer all these students an excellent education.
Yeah, you can do it in two ways. So you can either click the link that's going to be appearing in the chat box, or you can take out your phone and scan the QR code that's in the bottom right of the screen. All you got to do is cover your camera over it and the link will pop up and you will be able to send in your donation.
And everyone remember, every dollar counts, whether you're able to give $10 or $10,000. We believe that you all will make the right choice tonight and give whatever you can to help support the Boston family.
Yeah, and once you've made your gift, please drop a note into the chat box. So that way we can all kind of see why we're all given to Boston Prep. I know for me personally, Jovi, I give to Boston Prep because of the amazing students that we have, like Bashana and Tarson and Yaritza, who created and delivered that incredible spoken word poem piece that we were able to just witness.
Yeah, and as a Boston Prep alum, I've been fortunate enough to benefit from the education here at the school, and I really continue to give back and support Boston Prep because I really believe in its mission in that every student should not only have the opportunity to reach college, but really succeed beyond.
Love it. So as you guys are donating, please feel free to utilize the chat box. We'd love to be able to read some of the reasons why out. As you guys are making those donations and typing into the chat box, Jovi and I are actually standing in one of the high school chemistry labs where we have a lot of really, really cool lab equipment. Additionally, as Sharon mentioned, I know how beneficial Chromebooks have been for students both remotely and in person. So we know that all of these donations are going to be incredibly, incredibly helpful and beneficial for all of us. So remember, there are a bunch of different reasons as to why we can give the Boston Prep. So please feel free to share those in the chat box.
Yeah, and I see Priscilla gives here because she really believes in all of us and that Boston Prep has helped making the world a better place for all. So really appreciate your generosity, Priscilla. Thank you.
Love it. And yeah, the QR code is a really, really easy way for us to hit those donations. I can see that Tamara gives to Boston Prep because of the amazing students. Tamara, I know I agree. I see them. I get to see them and work with them every single day. It's the best part about the job.
Awesome. And definitely, like I said, as a Boston Prep alum, have been able to see the growth here at Boston Prep. This amazing lab that we have here and all the additional resources were not here when I was at school. So I'm really glad to see the growth and your contributions help make that possible.
Love it. We can see that Clay gave the Boston Prep because they're inspired by the leadership, the teachers, thank you, and the amazing students, most importantly, at Boston Prep. We really, really appreciate that gift.
Well, and we see that Samaya gives to Boston Prep because the school's been able to make a huge difference in her sixth grader, and she's extremely grateful for the caring teachers.
Shout out Samaya. I teach Samaya right now. Hello, hello. Good to see you here. I can also we see that Jamie gives to Boston Prep because of how an incredible school it is. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you, Jamie. We really appreciate the donation.
And just lastly, we see that Scarlett gives here because the school gives her hope, and that we can help create a better tomorrow.
Awesome. And Jovi, I'm incredibly grateful for all the generosity that we're seeing here into the chat tonight. It's truly great to see.
Yeah, so we look forward to sharing with everyone the total that we're able to contribute tonight, but feel free to continue making your donations and continue to give reasons to the chat as to why you're giving to the Boston Prep family.
Yeah, and if you weren't able to donate, do not worry. Donation page will be open for the rest of the evening and in the days to come. So if you weren't able to give all that you're able to give now, feel free to continue to do so throughout the night and the days to come.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
And while our time together right now is coming to an end, we know that the impact that we can make, especially as we work together, is really just the beginning. So thank you all.
On behalf of all of us here at Boston Prep, thank you so very, very much. Our Phoenix family is truly stronger because of each and every one of you here tonight. We are blown away and completely humbled by your generosity in this moment. It's because all of you, our brilliant students, our fiercely committed teachers, our determined alumni, our committed families, and our loyal supporters, that we are able to rise and imagine a new future together. Thank you so much for sharing in this evening with us tonight. On behalf of our tremendous production team here at 885 River Street, we want to say good night, stay safe, be well, and we hope to see you very, very soon. Good night.